and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Jessica Nicole and I am a self-published author of YA fantasy romance novels. I actually just hit publish on my first YA fantasy romance novel a few seconds ago. You guys just saw a clip of me cleaning off my desk because I did that in preparation for today, which is the day that I start writing a brand new novel. If you watched my last vlog, you know that I have been writing the novel that I just published for basically the past 2 years. So I'm excited to start something new. I'm excited to kind of explore this new idea. My new idea, I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to show you guys my Notion page for it. It's basically a Little Red Riding Hood fantasy retelling, kind of more grown up and, you know, a little darker, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to write, and I'm excited just to see what's going to happen because I'm a discovery writer, so I don't plan everything out before I write. I plan some things. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm going to kind of do my best to explain it when I show you my Notion page. So today I'm going to start working on that. I'm basically going to be working on it all summer and into the fall is the plan. So yeah, let me just show you guys what I do planning wise, and then I'm going to get to writing. For future reference, just video style and uploading schedule, I'm going to try to upload kind of daily, if not daily, then as often as possible. My goal is daily, and I want to record like just shorter videos and upload them kind of on a daily basis, just whatever I'm doing that day. So you know, writing related, if it's nothing but, you know, just me sitting there talking about what I'm doing, because I'm not doing anything writing related that day. But yeah, so it's gonna just be vlog style type stuff, and yeah, I'm excited to kind of start uploading again and kind of want to try to be consistent this go round. So here we go. Okay, so this is my Notion for Moonshot, which is my book that I'm starting today. It's my Little Red Riding Hood retelling. So I've got the wolf icon up there at the top. I like to have the icon because it kind of makes me remember what the story's about, kind of like at a glance. So like these are the stories that I'm currently plotting, or I'm gonna start plotting soon. So Moonshot's down here at the bottom. This is the most recent. I have this Notion page, kind of like a landing page for my stories, and then I've got individual pages linked. So here, the very first thing is summary. This is kind of just a brain dump. It's not the official summary by any means. It's just so that I know what's going on in the story. So just in a nutshell, my main character's name is Crimson. She moves to a small town with her mom. It's her mom's hometown, actually. They move there when there's a series of animal attacks in the area, and they're worried about Crimson's grandma. And when she's there, long story short, she kind of just gets chased through the woods by a wolf. Another wolf saves her, and in doing so, he kind of claims her as his. And so they kind of need each other, and they embark on this kind of fake dating situation. She needs him to protect her while all the other wolves are in the area, because they're gathered for this ceremonial festival thing. And he needs her because it's like these courtship trials are happening, and he doesn't want to take a mate. He doesn't care about, you know, love or, you know, finding a mate, because that's the whole purpose of these things. While the wolves are gathered together, he doesn't care about any of that, and he knows that most of the she-wolves only want to be with him because of his status. He's going to be the next alpha of his pack. So yeah, they kind of end up using each other, but feelings develop because we know I write fantasy romance, and that's kind of the basis for the plot there. I have my Pinterest board linked here, so it's a little empty right now because I am always just like pinning stuff to all my storyboards. I have 100 story ideas and I'm like constantly pinning stuff to each of them. But now that I'm working on Moonshot, I will definitely be pinning more stuff here. So basically what I do with my Pinterest boards is I kind of, I'll pin like things that put me in the mood for the story, kind of just inspiration. That you see I've got like the pin there for Crimson's name. That's how I, decided what I wanted to name her character. I've got like pictures of what I want characters to look like or settings to look like. I'll pin them here. But yeah, so far this is what I've got, but I'm gonna be adding more stuff now that I'm actually working on this story kind of exclusively. This notes section is blank. It's just where I plan on putting things that develop throughout the story. So like people's hair color, or if they have a specific scar somewhere or something, just little things I might need to go back to and I don't want to have to go searching for later. Just save myself some time. Setting, I just kind of described the setting. Basically, the story's got two settings. There's the town in the middle of nowhere, and then there's this kind of enchanted forest that's kind of like in the world beyond our world, sort of type thing. The theme of the story, I like to write the theme because I want to have it always prevalent, always kind of in the back of my mind so that I can make sure I'm conveying it in the story. Theme is just don't judge a book by its cover, basically. I'm going to come back to lore in just a second. But I plot my stories very loosely in like a 3-act structure. So I kind of just basically in each of these toggles for Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, I put what I want to happen in each act. And since I'm just starting with Act 1, I'm just going to quickly show you what that looks like. So I would just click on the toggle here, and then these are just things, just like bullet points of things I want to happen in Act 1. And then I do the same thing for Act 2 and Act 3. So it's not like a very detailed plotting situation at all, but it works for me, and I just add things in as the story progresses, which is how I like to do things. I'm very much like let the story take me where it's going to go, discovery writer. So it works for me. Then down here for main characters, I've got 2 main characters. It's my main character, my protagonist, and her love interest. I find that the smaller I keep this list of main characters, the more focused I am and the better things go and the easier things go. So I'm just going to show you this toggle here. So I get kind of detailed with this. Name, age, appearance, ethnicity. Class is just like social class. Personality, just kind of how they behave. So appearance is just looks, how they look, and then personality, kind of just how they behave. Mindset and morality is kind of how they see the world. Like my character's slightly pessimistic. She's honest, she's got a clear sense of right and wrong. So how they kind of approach tough situations, how they see the world. Skills and abilities. Abilities I think of as like talents, like things that you're born with, you don't really have to work at. And skills I think are things that develop over time, things that you might have to work at strengthening and developing. Flaws are just flaws, just bad things or, imperfections. And then relationships, I put just family friendships, or in this case, like second family, because, it's wolves and wolves are in packs and they have, it's a very family oriented, like, structure of being. Like, that's how I see it anyway. And then I always include the romance because I write fantasy romances. And so that's my main character. And then I did the same thing for the love interest, Prince Laika. And so let me go back up to lore and show you what I've got. It's kind of extensive. So for the lore, I'm calling my wolf shifter creatures Lunara. And I kind of just talk a little bit about them, some of their special abilities and things like that. The Trials of the Moon are basically courtship rituals. The location changes depending on which pack is hosting. There are 5 packs, and each pack has a royal house. The 5 packs are the pack of the Silver Moon, which is the one Laika is from. And I kind of just went through each of the 5 packs. I gave them all like a fun name, and they all have different appearances. So different like hair and eye color, and they each have an affinity for something. So like the pack of the Silver Moon, they have an affinity for like hunting, tracking, finding things and people. Which is going to come in handy later on in the story for something. But anyways, so we have the pack of the Silver Moon, the pack of the Scarlet Sun, the pack of the Golden Dawn, the pack of the Ivory Peaks, and the pack of the Obsidian Sky. Then we get down to my actual lore for the courtship, the Trials of the Moon, the courtship trials that happen. I knew that I wanted each trial to kind of be based on a moon phase. And when I was growing up, I swear there were 8 phases of the moon, but now there are apparently 10, which is fine. Like, it works out good for me because that's, more story for me to tell, and we love that. So each phase has its own thing and its own requirements. So, like the new moon is the moon of chase. The young moon is the moon of dances, and then so on and so forth, all the way through the 10 phases. And so I like that I planned this out ahead of time because it gives me, kind of a roadmap for where I'm going. And I just put like a little description of what each moon entails. So the moon phase, the title of that trial, and then like what's going to happen. So, like, I know what I'm doing. And then I've got this little graphic here, which is where I got the information from. So, new moon, young moon, waxing crescent, and so forth. And that's basically it. So, I'm going to get to writing now, and I will check in with you guys later on in the week as stuff is progressing. Well, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe if you liked it. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye.